pain in the ass. Stupid bitch can't fucking get it. The fuck with people these days. Well, okay, that's break part too, but she should know better. Put us for tomorrow, fucked up with today. Put us for tomorrow, fucked up with today.
And everything else that will help keep our kids even a little safer.
We do.
And yet the majority of parents aren't using the one thing that could protect their kids the most. A booster seat. Until your kids are 4'9", they need a booster in the car. It helps the seatbelt fit correctly, it greatly decreases their chance of injury, and it's one safety device that could make the biggest difference. After the toddler seat, boost your kids and don't let them down.
Go to boosterseat.gov to learn more about the importance of boosters. A message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Wake up with America's Morning News, 6 a.m. on KSMX. Glenn Beck, weekdays at noon on KSMX. Welcome back to the Lars Larson Show. Chaz writes in from Georgia, says, Lars, I've heard several talk show callers today say they'll never vote for Newt Gingrich after his comments on Meet the Depressed. Rather than apologize, Newt defended his comments by making up odd defenses. He says, but Newt chose not to hear Mark Levin's a friend, even though we're competitors and good friends. Nevertheless, come election day, if Newt Gingrich is the opposing candidate to Obama, only fools will vote for Newt, and it will be those fools who will cause the most evil president in our history to be reelected. Here's the problem I have. If the Republican Party was foolish enough to make Gingrich its nominee, and I consider him a friend of the program, but boy, his take on ethanol, his take on Obamacare, on individual mandate, on so many things has been so wrong. I cannot imagine that this time the party will again make the critical mistake they made with McCain last go around. Chaz, I hope you're right, but I hope the party is smart enough not to nominate somebody who can't go in and win against Obama. Let's go to Dick in South Dakota listening on WNAX. Hey, Dick, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Lars. I'm in my early 70s.
Yes, sir.
I've been paying for insurance for over 50 years.
Yes.
What's going to happen when I have to go to the death panel and be told, well, we're going to exterminate you?
People should be afraid of socialized medicine, but they're all afraid for the wrong fucking reason.
No, but see, it won't be that direct, Dick. They're going to keep it. Here's what's going to happen. When Sarah Palin talked about death panels, I really appreciated the governor's direct nature. Here's what she's saying is going to happen, and I've watched it happen already in my neck of the woods, Dick. Under Obamacare, you will have somebody who, say, toward the end of their life ends up with congestive heart failure. And the doctors will say, well, we could spend $100,000 and give you a quadruple bypass. Or we could give you diet and exercise and one of those little half aspirins to thin out your blood. And if they give you the $100,000 quadruple bypass, you may still die in a couple of years. If instead the medical panel says, gosh, that's a lot of money for somebody who's already very near the end of their life, let's not approve it. And they will deny life-saving. And if you don't believe me, go online and take a look at some of the mainstream newspapers in Great Britain, and they're reporting on the British Health Service, the Public Health Service, and the kinds of decisions that are made there. And I'll give you the story one more time from my neck of the woods. A woman who had treatable cancer in the state of Oregon by the name of Barbara Wagner. If you don't believe me, Google her name. Barbara Wagner in Springfield, Oregon, who had treatable cancer. She was on the public health plan known as the Oregon Health Plan, which is Medicaid. And she wrote and said, I need this treatment. And they said, yes, your cancer is treatable. And no, we will not pay for it. But yes, we will give you the pills to take doctor-assisted suicide. Go to Keith in Kansas. Hey, Keith, welcome to the program.
Hey, first of all, I can help the elected politicians. How's that working out for your voters? If you got a problem, Lars, my opinion is you should solve it right now. Those are quotes from Herman Cain. The reason I think that Herman Cain should be elected, and you made a comment that he made a comment about Moses. Well, I'm going to tell you what I think, first of all. We're not to oversee these contingency. We are at war. Muslims who happen to be 99% radical Islamic terrorists are Muslims. So if we're at war with Muslims and radical Islamic terrorists, then my opinion is there's no litmus test to that. He has the right to say, I would not put a Muslim on it, no more than World War II.
But he doesn't, and here's why. If he takes an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution in no way, shape, or form, even without political prejudice, does not allow you to say you're a Muslim, you can't serve. If there are other reasons, if you say you have connections to terrorists, you can't serve. Unfortunately, Herman Cain, who by the way has scheduled on this program 3 times and has not showed up 3 times, I can forgive him that. That's no big deal. That's not a talk show host interview. But the fact that the guy said he would violate the Constitution, that one doesn't apply for him.
But to me, I'm going to reply to that. If we're at war with radical Islamic terrorists, we have to be Muslims, no different than Cold War.
No, hold on. That's not what he said. That's not what he said, Keith. He said, I would not allow a Muslim on my cabinet. Now, if he said, I will not allow anyone who is a terrorist or who has terrorist connections, he would have been covered. Because then he could have said, this man, I would have hired him, but he has connections to terrorists. He has connections. But what happens when he's got somebody who wants to come to work at the White House, and he has no connections whatsoever, and we have every reason to believe the man is a good, solid American citizen. Maybe he's a Muslim American who served in the military and has an absolutely clean record, nothing in it indicating any connection. If he says, I will exclude that man on his religious faith alone, that is unconstitutional. Go back and read the First Amendment. Do you think the government can say, if you are Catholic or a Jew or a Muslim, you can't work in the government? He would be violating the Constitution. Cain made a critical error there. You're listening to Compass Media.
The Lars Larson Show.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to enter. Or prohibited by law. Site for rules. ConSanFrancisco.com.
Seatbelt on. Seatbelt on. Look, I can't put it on for you, and you know the cops are out there, right? If you don't have your seatbelt, you get a ticket. Don't be an idiot. Those are car drivers.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Visit
At night, whenever some home executive janitorial is keeping your office clean, I think cleaning means healthier employees. Healthier employees usually more productive business. Executive janitorial improves the indoor air quality by using HEPA triple filter backpacks and Greenfield certified all-purpose biodegradable phosphate-free product called Clean by Peroxy. What does that mean? Well, executive janitorial is cleaning first house by Green Cleaning. Executive janitorial, call 541-5266. Show your employees you care.
Live online at 1240ksmx.com. 1240ksmx, of Elder